In this world, almost every woman hopes that she is a woman with a good fortune. She hopes that her life will be smooth and she will not encounter any problems. But hoping is one thing, and having a good fortune is another. You don't need to tell others about your life to know whether you have a good fortune or not. Others can see what kind of person you are without saying much. A woman with a good fortune will live her life the way she wants. A woman with a bad fortune will live her life the way she hates. It is difficult for her to feel the happiness in life. Some people say that the greatest blessing for a woman is to meet a good man. In fact, it is not true. Only women who are blessed can meet good men. Cause and effect cannot be reversed. Marriage can never change a woman's luck, it can only increase her happiness. Those women who are happy after marriage will not have a bad life when they are alone. Someone with a predestined relationship will tell you a secret. Women with good fortune are often very lazy. They grasp the rhythm of life while being lazy and enjoying happiness at the same time. What are the specific types of laziness? 1. Being too lazy to care about troubles. Troubles are there every day. If you don't pick them up, they will naturally disappear. Who doesn't have troubles? But what's the use of worrying? You can't solve the problem even if you are worried all day long. It will only make you more and more miserable. There is a fellow practitioner, Ms. Lu, who is very happy every day. You rarely see her frowning at any time. Don't think that Ms. Lu's family is very happy. She is a miserable person. A few years ago, Ms. Lu divorced and lived alone with her children. After her ex-husband left, she could no longer contact him. He never gave the children living expenses. Last summer, Ms. Lu's mother had a serious illness, which almost exhausted all of Ms. Lu's savings. She almost had to sell her house. Ms. Lu often said, being an optimist is what a woman should be like. Yes, what's the point of remembering those bad people and bad things every day? No matter what happened yesterday, life still has to go on. Only by keeping today's happiness and living in the present can tomorrow be happier. Whether a woman's life is good or not depends on her material conditions on the one hand and her mental state on the other. Relax your mind and let go of your worries. The breeze will come naturally. Live a lazy life. Have you ever tried to sleep until you wake up naturally? In the city, sleeping well has become a rare thing. Working at sunrise and resting at sunset has become a dream, but it is just a dream. How many people are dreaming? I returned to the countryside and could sleep until noon every day. I could also get up when I heard the rooster crowing. I was free to get up whenever I wanted. No one would urge me and I didn't have to rush to catch the bus. Why are more and more people pursuing freelance jobs? It's not that they don't strive for progress, but that they are really tired. All their time is controlled by others and it's not their own. They live like zombies. No matter how rich they are, they will not be happy. There is a kind of woman who doesn't have a high income, but her life is very free. She lives a simple life and has no pursuits. No matter how others urge her, she will not be anxious. In fact, the lazy woman lives a good life. When a woman becomes lazy, her personality becomes gentle, her life slows down, and her time is also. Freedom 3. Trivial housework. You are lazy and he is diligent. Why in many families women do housework, but men never do it and like to give orders. In fact, men don't do housework because women spoil them. Some women will tell them when they are in love, I can't cook, I hate housework, I feel sick when I smell the smoke. The man swears, what are you afraid of? I'm here, I'll cook in the future. There are indeed some families where men are always responsible for cooking and have no complaints. If a woman lives in such a family, she will be very happy. To put it bluntly, housework is a matter for two people, and women are not obliged to do it. When women like to be lazy, men become diligent. Smart women are very good at disguise and find ways to get their husbands to do housework. For example, some women pretend that they are uncomfortable. This also gives men the opportunity to be gentle with women. Women are too hardworking and never know how to be lazy. Then she becomes the pillar of the family and becomes a spinning top that cannot stop. If a woman wants a man to share the housework, she can only rely on coaxing or cruelness. If neither of them is learned, then she can only do it herself while complaining and busying herself. Housework is the most insignificant thing. It seems that no matter how much a woman does, it is in vain. Only by sharing it with the people around her can she be relieved. The desires of life are too lazy to think about it. Human greed is insatiable. Many women always like rich and powerful people when they are in love. If they find a poor boy, they will be indignant and leave decisively. Some women find that men are not very good at making money after marriage, and gradually they think of divorce. The idea of cursing all the time or living like a nagging woman. A smart woman knows how to take things as they come and will not be irritable every day because the family is a little poor. Poor life is an experience. Only after experiencing it will you cherish the rich life more. That's all. Women really don't have to compare the grass with the grass. Not all men have the potential to become rich. Most men are ordinary people. It's good to live a plain life together as a couple and enjoy a plain blessing. People are pissed off when they compare themselves with others. When a woman stops comparing herself with others, she will have a good life. A person lives for himself and enjoys his own blessings, not for others. Live a life that is realistic for herself. Women are more noble. Too lazy to ask, too lazy to think, too lazy to care, too lazy to say. When a woman understands, when you understand the true meaning of these words, your heart will be balanced, your life will slow down, and your fortune will increase. The state of mind is determined by the heart. A person with a good mentality will have a good life. A woman with a good life can be seen at a glance in the crowd. She often has the following 5 characteristics. A kind-hearted young woman has 2 looks, one is her face and the other is her temperament. As the saying goes, the face is determined by the heart, and the face is changed by the heart. The face is given by parents, and the temperament is accumulated bit by oneself, so it is more moving and lasting. It is different from a cruel and mean woman. A kind woman has a pure face and a natural breath. A writer said, "Beauty without virtue is fleeting, but with a beautiful soul, beauty will last forever." It is superficial and inaccurate to judge whether a woman is beautiful or not just by her face. A woman with a kind face and a kind heart behaves in a natural way. Generosity has an inner elegance. They are not cunning, simple-minded, and do not compete with others. Therefore, they will not breed resentment in their hearts. They do not have too many psychological diseases, and are naturally energetic and can withstand the erosion of time. Independence has personality. A person's freedom, calmness, and elegance all come from independence. Independence allows you to not rely on others and not fear the future. Independence is your endless confidence. If you live in this world without pursuit, you will become insecure, feel humble, at a loss, and have no personality. A woman with sufficient confidence has a standing soul and strong enough execution to make herself materially rich. Spirituality and material have always complemented each other. A woman who is used to relying on men to survive must be submissive and can never be spiritually independent. The biggest difference between people, the uniqueness of personality. Women who are restricted by others will lose their elegance little by little. They will compromise to please others. Only by living independently and freely can they not lose themselves and gain social recognition and live out their own value. 3. Confidence is charm. Confidence is the best decoration for women. A woman without confidence and hope will never have that heart-moving attraction, even if she is not ugly. The only thing that unconfident women can rely on is their appearance. They are full of concerns and suspicious. They like to use moral kidnapping to benefit themselves. In the eyes of people around them, this is a manifestation of selfishness. Confident women do not need to rely on others to live happily. They have their own aura and show their grasp of the present with a posture that stands out from the crowd. They defeat quality with actions. Facing rumors with a smile, a spirited look is more attractive than any beauty. 4. Tolerance is foresight. In life, if you want to complain, there are things to blame everywhere. Venting resentment is just for the sake of momentary pleasure. Letting others suffer and putting yourself in dispute will result in your vision being limited to a mess. The more you magnify your pain, the narrower your way of life will be. Zhuangzi said, "It is the ultimate to be tolerant of things and not to be harsh on people." Only when a woman has a tolerant heart can she have the grace to tolerate people and things. She will not be dissatisfied with everything. Finding faults in everyone will only create endless dissatisfaction, which is useless in life. Being more tolerant means less troubles. Not demanding others will eliminate the tension between people. It is also letting yourself go and not letting others' mistakes punish you. Isn't this a kind of foresight? 5. Rationality. And 3. Outlooks on life. It's not just simple black and white, there is also a gray area between black and white. Living clearly is living life, and living vaguely is also living life, but the former is always more comfortable than the latter. Sticking to the right principles in everything will not make you feel depressed. Even if you suffer a loss, you will feel happy. But if you agree that the crooked wind dominates the world, you dare not argue for yourself when you are wronged. Even if you don't care on the surface, you will feel extremely cowardly in your heart. People living in the world must fight for their lives. The more people who insist on the right principles will feel justified when they fight for their honor, and they are easier to be supported. Reasonable women always maintain a positive attitude to spend every day, and live seriously day after day, so they will definitely not live too badly. Some people think that good fortune is innate, but in fact all good fortunes are acquired through hard work. Those who are born with a silver spoon in their mouth can really live with it all their lives. Can those who are born in humble circumstances really only be able to wander at the bottom forever? The answer is no, because everything in this world is changing. Rich people may lose everything in an instant, while poor people may climb to the top. A woman's good fortune is determined by these advanced habits, and it does not come from the sky. One is to persist in learning. Some women never read any classics and think they know everything in the world. Some women still persist in learning and improving themselves in addition to their heavy work. There is a saying in the book, human happiness is not the same, but pain is the same. Ideas are all kinds of strange. When it comes to implementation, most people choose the easy option. It is easy to choose, but the price of happiness is temporary, but it is lasting. A woman who likes reading, a woman who insists on learning, even if she does not use her learning ability in work, she will have a broad mind and a compassionate heart. 2. Stick to positive energy. Sticking to positive energy is not an easy thing. Too many women spend their time and energy on negative energy. They always say bad things about others. They always see shortcomings in others. They always feel that the people around them are sorry for themselves. They also feel that the existence of people around them is hurtful to themselves. They talk about the slightest movement of anyone around them with relish, afraid that people around them don't know. She is simply the birthplace of gossip and the most powerful person to stir up trouble. When a woman wastes everything. When it comes to these things, she has no time to pay attention to herself. If a woman wants to have a good destiny, she must stay away from people with negative energy, stay away from low-level circles, and stay away from people who will consume you. A woman's good fate is often determined by her thoughts. When she is positive and optimistic, all she attracts in her life are positive and optimistic things. 3. Persist in accumulating your own blessings. A woman with a good fate will insist on cherishing her blessings. A woman with a good fate will insist on accumulating her own blessings. Many people do not believe in the cause and effect of this world, but many things will not disappear just because you do not believe in them. Some women always envy other women for having a good fate and happiness. In fact, she also has all of this, but she does not cherish a woman who cherishes her own blessings. Only then will she have more good fortune. A woman who damages her own blessings will of course only have a miserable life. A woman with a truly good fortune only believes in herself and does not entrust her fate to others. A woman with a truly good fortune spends her entire life cultivating herself. She always only looks inward and only seeks within, so she has always been elegant, calm, and composed instead of living her life in a panic. Thank you for reading to the end. If today's sharing is helpful to you, please click like to respond to me and reply with "getting better and better." Please believe that you, the kind-hearted person, are a woman with a good fortune. Blessings and good luck will flow to you continuously. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please click the subscribe button on the screen to connect with me. Join as a member at your convenience and cultivate blessings together. Repost for joy and you will have immeasurable merit.